Hello, welcome friend. In this video, I am going to explain about C programming language. First of all, we'll see what is importance of C. C is the base of all programming language. It is invented by Dennis Ritchie in 1972. To be a good programmer, one must know fundamentals of C programming. Here are some important features of C program. First one is it is robust language because a rich set of built-in functions and operators can be used to write complex programs. Second one, programs written in C are efficient and fast because variety of data types and powerful operators are available. And most important is highly portable language. That means program written on one PC with some OS, for example Windows or Linux, can be run on another machine with same OS or different OS with no modification or little modifications. Now we'll see what is program and programming language. Program is a set of instructions which when run on processor with some specific input generate a specific or desired output. Programming language, a specific manner of writing program with some predefined rules, symbol, and their use as a part of language. For example, Pascal, C, C++, Java, or Python. When you start writing a program, you should know what is the structure of program. So here we'll see what is basic structure of C program. A C program consists of six major sections: document, link, definition, global section, main section, and subprograms. Here it is shown in this diagram. The interesting fact is that only the main section must be present in all or every program that you write. Rest other sections are not mandatory or compulsory. Now we will see each section in detail one by one. First one, documentation. It is practice of adding comment or any other information related to program. This information or these comments will not get executed by your computer. For example, you want to add your comment like this. You want to add your name or roll number. These are single line comments given with double backslash. Instead of single line comment, you can add multi-line comment like this, where all three lines are enclosed with this symbol backslash and star. Second is link section. Linking refers to adding necessary header files that are required for the execution of program. They are typically included at the beginning of your program using hash include directives, which actually tells processor to insert content of this specified file in the program. For example, hash include stdio.h or mat.h. .h specified it is the header file which contains definition or code of specific functions that we use in our program. Next is definition. It includes preprocessor directives which are used for symbolic constant. The hash defined preprocessor directive in C used to define symbolic constant. In our program, it replaces all constant with the value uh, given in the program. For example, here it is hash defined pi value pi 3.142 is used. So wherever pi comes, it will get replaced with 3.142. Another section is global declaration. Global declaration refers to declaration of variable or functions that are accessible from any part of the program. When you write big program, there could be multiple functions or multiple variables which are declared, which should be available or accessible from any part of the program. So in that case, we need to declare such functions or variable as a global one, not the local one. Next is main function. It is the function in your program where we write actual code of our program under main function. In C programming, main is a special function that serves as an entry point to the program during execution. When C program get executed, OS load program into memory and start executing instructions from the beginning of main function. Next is subprograms. Subprograms are small functions written separately from the main program for specific task. There could be one function or multiple function depends on the requirement of our program. They are the small modules of the program to perform specific tasks or specific operation and which are called from the main function or other part of the program. Now let's look at what is compiler. Compiler is a special program that translate or convert programming language source code written by computer programmer into machine code or byte code. Source code typically written in high level language that is human readable language such as C, C++, Java or Python. Compiler translate that source code to machine code which is referred as object code specific to the machine and the computer architecture on which our program is going to execute. Outputted machine code is made up of binary bits, zeros and ones, so it can read and executed by processor on the target computer. Now let's learn one more term that is algorithm. Algorithm is a set of instructions or steps written for solving a particular problem, irrespective of any program language. Algorithms are written in plain English language by the programmer or by developer. For example, addition of two numbers, we have written algorithm like this. It is written in three steps. Steps one, read two numbers, that is read number one and number two, and add these two numbers, that is represented by summation is equal to number one plus number two, and display this result. That means write the summation. This is the algorithm example for addition of two numbers. One more term as a programmer we should know, that is flowchart. Flowchart is pictorial representation or flow of our program in which way our program proceeds. So there are particular way of representing flowchart. Some symbols are given. For example, to start or begin, ellipse is there. Rectangle for input and output. Process box where actual processing of our task takes place, represented by rectangle or box. Here it is decision box represented by diamond and arrows for the connections. Let's look at the example of flowchart to add two numbers and display result. So start is represented in oval or ellipse shape. Parallelogram, this is input and this is output, represented in rectangle or parallelogram. Read number one and number two. And this is the rectangle, that is a processing box where actual task of our program or algorithm to add two numbers. So summation is equal to number one and number two represented in this box. And the water summation is generated, that is written in output box. And again oval is used to end. So this is small example of flowchart to add two numbers. So this is all for introduction of C programming. In next video, we'll look for uh, C tokens, which are the basic building blocks for C programming.